There we go.
Amazing. Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday night opportunity call. I am even more excited than normal for tonight's opportunity call. It's the last one before our company convention next week. We've had some incredible speakers that James has arranged for us over the previous weeks, and we have got probably the most special guest speaker coming up on tonight's call, which is really, really exciting. So firstly, we are going to get started with our Paula, who will be telling you a little bit more about our Juice Plus products.
Thank you, Sara, and thank you everyone for joining us this evening. As Sara said, my name's Paula, and I'm going to give you a quick overview on our amazing Juice Plus products and basically tell you what makes them so amazing. So Juice Plus products are the most researched nutritional products in the world. So there's absolutely nothing that comes anywhere near them nutrition wise. And they have got over 40 gold standard clinical studies that back their outstanding health benefits. And they basically benefit every single cell in the body. They flood the, they fuel the body with essential nutrients from all the fruits and vegetables that I'll tell you about in a second. And just basically give you, all the antioxidants and all these amazing essential nutrients. We all know that the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are. And that's what they're basically made up of, fruits and vegetables. Our main products that you can see here on the picture, premium capsules. We've got the omegas there, but exclude the orange ones for now. And I'll just talk about quickly the premium capsules, which are our main product. It's basically, I call them my nutritional safety belt. As I said, the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are. But for whatever reason, affordability, especially at the moment with all the prices going sky high in the supermarkets, availability, what's in season, and just convenience. You don't usually get what you need in your body every day, and you certainly don't get the range that you should be getting every day to help you keep healthy. So this is where the Juice Plus products are absolutely amazing. Genius idea of getting all raw fruits and vegetables in capsule form that you can enjoy every single day, and you get 30 raw fruits, vegetables and berries. So as I said, flood your body with all of that nutrition every day, and you will see amazing benefits in all of your body. I've been taking them for now 8 years. My energy levels are through the roof compared to what I used to be. I was always tired, lacking energy. I haven't had a day sick since I started taking them. And I just know that I just feel better than I've ever felt. So I'll never stop taking them. And they're all, you can see on the slide here, all completely natural, herbicide, pesticide free, everything. They're just absolutely fantastic. So on the next slide, I'll just talk about our Healthy Starts for Families program, which is basically free for children, so the whole family can get health benefits from our Juice Plus products and get healthier. So if you buy the products I've just been talking about, you're eligible to get absolutely free for a child or teenager up to the age of 21 if you're in full-time education, free chewables depending on their age, or the capsules. We've had over 1.5 million families taking part in this worldwide, with over 96% of participants reporting positive health benefits. And you can see some of the benefits just there. So, absolutely amazing. As I said, my daughter's been taking them since she was 5. She's now almost 14, and she hasn't had one day sick since she started them. So as a family, as a mother, I'm hugely passionate about sharing this and getting, the whole family healthy at the same time, and a great way to get lots of fruits and vegetables in your child's diet as well every day, which we all know is a struggle. We've also got our complete range. And so, as the name suggests, it's a complete meal. So you can see in the first picture there, there's our complete shakes, chocolate and vanilla. You can have as a shake, or it's a plant protein powder. You can have it as a smoothie bowl or a pancake, or so versatile. Amazing to give you, a really healthy breakfast, or you can have as any meal replacement, because it's a highly nutritious meal. You're not kind of not having nutrition when you have this. You're actually having tons of nutrition, all that you need, and keep you going for hours. I love to have one for my breakfast. Keeps me going for hours, gives me a good start to the day, lots of energy, only around 220 calories. So amazing if you want to try and lose some weight. People get some amazing health weight loss results with them. We've also got the bars and the soups and the boosters as well. And then our newest addition to Juice Plus is our Perform. And basically, you know, as the name suggests, it's for people who perform, want to exercise more. It's a plant protein, low sugar, 25 grams of plant protein, lots of vitamin D's, vitamin B's. So it's like a health drink that's going to give you absolutely, you know, all the nutrients you need to get a really good workout. Helps to build muscle mass, and it's really good for recovery as well. So you don't get all that kind of achy muscles afterwards. Really help with all that protein and all the vitamins and everything. And you know, it's because Juice Plus is all about helping us to have a healthier lifestyle. So we've got the whole range for absolutely everyone. So a very quick whiz through. Please go to the person who put you on the call this evening to get a little bit more information, and you know, and just give them a go, because you've got absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. Thank you.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Paula. And I love that you just highlight that the products are for everyone. They're not solely for weight loss. There's a range of different health benefits, and every single person would benefit from taking our products. So tonight I'm going to just share with you a brief overview of my journey with the Juice Plus product. So I started taking the product 6 years ago, which feels crazy because that just does, you know, it's absolutely flown by. But I started on the products because I was unhealthy at the time. I had been suffering with depression and anxiety for a few years that I was taking medication for, which can obviously cause weight gain. And I was just not in a good place at all. I had really unhealthy habits, and I was eating unhealthy foods and just watching rubbish TV all day. And I finally got to the stage where I just knew that something had to change. I wanted to get better mentally and physically. So I came across the Juice Plus products, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give them a go. So using the products, I have managed to lose over 5 stone. I was also, in a few months, I was able to come off of my antidepressants and anxiety medication, which I am very conscious. I'd never make any medical claims. I'm not saying our products cure depression by any means, but there is no harm in flooding your body with 30 fruits and vegetables every day. It's only going to be positive benefits. And I think what they did for me, most importantly, was boost my energy levels. And I went from being tired and run down and lethargic and having low iron to all of a sudden having this just burst of energy every single day, getting up at 5 a.m, which meant that I was able to start going out more and, you know, gently exercising or going for walks, which obviously had a really positive benefit on my mental health as well. So, you know, the products for me, weight loss wise, were amazing, but definitely most importantly is what it's done for my mental health and my energy levels. I've got 2 crazy children, one who has autism and special needs. He is very energetic, so it's important for me to have, you know, great energy levels every day. Recently I have moved from sort of being obviously on a weight loss journey, then I was on a maintenance plan, and now I am quite obsessed with fitness and keeping fit, which for me, just, you would never have put Sara and fitness in the same sentence, but I think just having all this energy definitely sort of just heads you naturally on that path. And I'm using the Uplift and the Perform shakes and the capsules to help me tone up and build muscle. And obviously my son and my daughter both use the Juice Plus products. He is a very fussy eater. He doesn't eat any fruits or vegetables. So the fact that he is on the chewables and I get them free is an absolute godsend. And I think I'm known universally in my local areas probably as the crazy Juice Plus lady. If anyone comes to me with any ailment whatsoever, any problem, I'm like, you need these capsules, you need these capsules. My whole family are on them. I'm obsessed with them, and I could not recommend the products enough. And I have to be really careful when I talk about the products because I get so excited and I just keep going. But we are now going to move on to the business side of things, and we have got Howard, who is going to be telling us a little bit more about that.
Thank you, Sara. It's very difficult to imagine you ever watching trashy TV or having anything other than a crazy amount of energy. But that's the way it is, and such has been the amazing transformation you've experienced. Now let's move on to the business side. We've only got time for a very brief overview, but looking at this, There are more than 7,000 people joining the Juice Plus opportunity across the Juice Plus world every single month. Now, why is that? Pre-COVID, there was already a heightened awareness of personal health and well-being. The reason for that is you couldn't turn on the TV, flick on the radio, open a magazine without being told this was good for you, this was bad for you. It was all quite confusing, except people, everybody knows that fruits and vegetables are the cornerstone of our health. Okay, so that was pre-COVID. Then post-COVID, that awareness and concern for one's personal health and well-being has obviously grown exponentially. Throw in the economic turmoil that has happened as a result of the pandemic, and you're beginning to start to see why people are looking at other ways of bringing in money. I heard only today, as I'm sure some of you did, inflation has reached its highest point in 40 years. That takes me, an old fart like me, back to school, and for quite a few of you, before you were born. These are troubled times, and people, wages aren't even on the same planet. They're not keeping pace at all. So people are more and more starting to realize they are having to bring alternative means, additional means of income into their household just to keep pace, So that's why we're welcoming so many people each and every month. Let's move on to the next stage. So there are no fewer than 4 ways of actually deriving an income through the Juice Plus opportunity. And get back to the person who actually invited you on the call to find out more about that, because I've only got time to talk to you about one. Each and every person starts on the far left-hand side, just out of sight there, as a partner. Now, with help, with training, and with encouragement, you can walk, you can hop, you can run, you can sprint, or some people fly from left to right all the way to the top of that staircase. And that position of PMD Plus, Presidential Marketing Director Plus, if you do that, you pick up nearly £120,000 in bonuses alone. When I say alone, you've got to factor in commissions and the other forms of income that I mentioned or alluded to. And those income levels compare very favorably with senior executive positions in the corporate world, without the risk or a boss staring at looking over your shoulder, or somebody coming along and potentially taking the job that you've worked really hard for. You set the pace. Your foot is on the throttle, your hand, your foot's on the accelerator, your hand's on the throttle. You decide how quickly you want to move from left to right. It really is down to you. So let's move on to the next slide, please, James. So how soon can you start earning? The answer is right away. And I found it really quite cool. I didn't realize at first that you can actually be paid for your own usage. Now, it's not surprising, therefore, that if you decide to go on a health journey, there are going to be people close to you, maybe family members, maybe work colleagues, maybe friends, who are interested in, with that heightened awareness of personal health and well-being, maybe they want to start their own health journey. So it's not uncommon for people to actually recoup their investment of a princely sum of £50 in their first month. That first step up the ladder, which many people do in their first month, attracts a bonus of £80, and on the commission, that roughly doubles that to around about 150 or so. So those figures of 330 to £1,080 in their first 3 months are quite notional. People do go quicker than that. As I said before, it's entirely up to you. So that's where we are now. Let's have a look at where we're going. Here is a map of the Juice Plus world. The countries in orange are where Juice Plus is actually established. Not surprisingly, being a North American company, North America's covered. We went into Mexico not long before the pandemic hit us. In Europe, not too many gaps left. Portugal, we opened at the beginning of the year. Czech Republic, even more recently than that. There are a few gaps in Eastern Europe, but not that many. And in Asia, we launched in the UAE a few years ago with the view to springboarding into other markets. And so far, we've landed in Malaysia and also Singapore. And then down the right-hand corner, you've got Australia and New Zealand. But guys, there are continents that have not seen this opportunity yet. Look, South America, empty. Africa, the same. Asia, barely touched. 9 out of the top 15 countries by population are in Asia. 3.5 to 4 billion people. Now, do you think those people have concerns about their health, their well-being? Do you think also that they may have concerns about future prosperity? Are they looking for an opportunity? I can't answer that question, but all I do know is that the groundwork is being set that these markets will open, with or without any person on this call. It is going to happen. And with the power of modern communications, the way we are communicating just here this evening, and the power of the internet, it's never been easier to make global connections. It really is a global business and a global opportunity. So 2 questions. The first, an easy one. How big a part do you want to play in this? And the second one is this. I feel do you feel we have a moral obligation to share this with people, given the position we're in now, at a human level even, to share this with as many people as they can, because times are tough. And this business is transforming lives, as you are learning on this call. I'll leave that with you and I'll hand you back to Sara. Thank you very much.
Absolutely amazing presentation. Thanks so much, Howard. And I love that you touch upon, the inflation levels and stuff like that at the moment. It definitely is a really tough time for a lot of people. And I think there is probably no one that would not benefit from a second income at the moment. And, that extra free £500 plus per month, obviously depending on your commitment and stuff. But it's really a great time to be starting a new business and opening up another income stream. Thanks, Howard. So we have got a very, very special guest speaker tonight. She doesn't need much introduction in the Juice Plus company. She's our Juice Plus celebrity. She is Katie Joem. I probably could pronounce that incorrectly. She is a presidential marketing director plus. So it's Club 100, but I'm pretty sure it's probably more like 1,000 or somewhere along those lines. She's got an insane global Juice Plus business. She has just celebrated 11 years with the company, and we're really excited to welcome you to the call, Katie.
Oh, thanks, Sara. That was so beautiful. Such a beautiful introduction. And thank you all for really having me this evening. Thank you to James for inviting me on. I do apologise if you've seen me yawning. I actually have been up since 5:30 in the morning, thanks to my beautiful child waking me up at the crack of dawn. And I'm just very, very thankful for Uplift right now, put it that way. But as Sara said, it's been a beautiful 11 years with this company, and it's truly been a lifeline for me. I started this amazing journey with the product and the business 11 years ago. I was probably just turned 24 years old at the time, a little lost soul, and didn't really know where I was going with life. You think sometimes you'd have it figured out by that point, but no, not me. I kind of dabbled in accountancy and jumped from job to job, really. And I didn't really know what I was wanting to do, but I was definitely unhealthy, unhappy, and unfulfilled. And I kind of just had enough of the corporate world, and I decided to take on a role at within my family business, and decided that this was going to be the path that I was going to walk along, and that's it. Settled down and cracked on. A little to find that it was just not really something I was passionate and excited about. I mean, talking about reversing safety equipment doesn't exactly make you want to jump for joy, does it? So I'm like, change people's lives or fit reversing equipment. Yes. So even though it was fun working with my family, it wasn't exactly getting me out of bed excited. And I was always looking for something. I'm really sorry about these little angel lights coming down. There must be someone kind of floating around me right now with that. I can't really move it, so I do apologize. Maybe I'll try and move that way a bit. There we go. Shuffle. It's actually following me, so forget about it. I was actually dragged kicking and screaming to an event very similar to this. In fact, it was an in-person event. My brother had been taking the product for a number of weeks, and little to our family's knowledge, we really just started to see some changes in him, in his health, his nutrition. He was a semi-pro ice hockey player at the time, and we started to see him actually improve with his performance, really. So after quizzing him, going, "Oh, what kind of diet are you on? Like, what are you doing right now? Because you seem like you're kicking butt." And he showed me Juice Plus, and he said, I've just been taking these, and it's kind of made me eat a little bit healthier, move a little bit more, drink more water, just kind of a bit of a catalyst effect. And I was like, all right, I think I need some of this. Like, I need to eat a little bit more healthier. And I started taking the product. I saw and felt amazing. I actually started on chewables 11 years ago. I started on the chewables and fell in love with them, loved the taste. And I just started to fall in love with the whole concept of it. And even though I'm not a nutritionist or a sports person or any sort of professional, I was just a normal girl with a normal job in a normal village. And, it just made sense to me. I thought, I don't get enough fruits and vegetables. My friends don't. this business seems pretty cool. Now, back then, 11 years ago, there wasn't the huge bonuses that we have today. And the top position was national marketing director at the time, and it was £1,000 bonus. Now that position has £7,000 attached to it, which is life-changing. I mean, to me at the time, £1,000 was life-changing. And I thought, you know, if I can just make £500 a month from this business, then it will really be helping me step forward with my life. I was living at home at the time, you know, post the last recession in 2008, still kind of was breathing down our necks a little bit, and things were tight. Mortgages weren't really getting handed out very easily. So I had to really save. So this business was that lifeline to be able to help me become an independent young girl. And it really helps me build an income around what I was already currently doing, working for the family business, doing my thing and just living life. And I remember my mentor asking me, you know, what is it that you truly want? And I was like, well, £500 a month would be great right about now. I said, I would love my own home. I'd love my own car instead of car sharing with my boyfriend. And I said, I'd love to go on vacation more. And I just want time freedom. And I just want to feel healthier, happy, and be around good people. Well, it certainly ticked all of those boxes and a lot more. I have to say, it's been an incredible ride, and I achieved all of that and so much more. And the biggest reward of starting something like this is that you get to able to really make a difference in people's lives, and not just locally but globally, as Howard beautifully demonstrated before. Like, you can really think local and build global. I've got a team all over the world, and I've literally done this around my commitments. And I decided after 12 months that I wanted to kind of make this my thing, my one and only thing. And 11 years later, I'm still in the business and still earning an incredibly grateful amount of money that's been able to just come with me in every turn in life, let's say, turn in life. You know, I have a beautiful little girl now who's 4 years old. I had a huge dream of living in America. I got to fulfill that through this business, and I lived there for 4 years. And in that time, I had a beautiful baby girl as well, and made the decision to come back and live here in England and raise her here around my family and my friends, and have my business kind of follow me on that journey with me. And it's really been a catalyst as a young woman. I've gone through a bit of a horrific divorce, and I've been able to really lean into this business, from not only from a community aspect, but from the income side of it, but also the health side of it as well. And it feels like, as a company, it's always there for you. The people are always there for you. Like, if I called James up tomorrow and be like, I need you right now, I'm sure he would be like, come down to London, sort you out, you'll be okay. You know, that everyone has your back no matter what. And you know, I have a whole army of beautiful, soulful people who are behind me through all of the life curveballs that come at you. And I think that's the one thing that I really am grateful for, is the community that we have within this company. And you don't have to be anybody special to be included in it. You can be, you know, a normal village girl from Helmshore in Lancashire, and feel like you have a million friends all across the world in this business. And I always get emotional when I say this, because it's hard being a single mom, but I'm able to really be present with my daughter. I get to have that quality time with her in the morning. She goes to school, she does her thing, mommy does her thing during the day. And I get to pick her up from night. I get to pick her up from school every night and truly be there for her all the way up until she goes to bed. And I get to be Katie for the rest of the night, do my calls, you know, put some orders on. Just had her putting on an order as the call was going on. The girls super excited to start the capsules and the shakes. And today I hung out with my friends in the business, John and Paula, and we had a little club meeting today. And I get to really show up as a mom. I'm not doing laundry or doing dishes or, you know, being here, there and everywhere and scattered in the bookends of the day. I get to really be a mom. And Blake feels that. She's only got me, you know, and she feels that I can be there for her. And I have my vision board over there, and one of the things is that I want to put her in private school when she goes to high school. Primary school, I'm like, you're good. But high school, I want to really give her that education, that really strong foundation that's going to help her for the rest of her life. The school that I would have loved to have gone to, my parents couldn't afford it. And I thought to myself, if I can save £1,200 a month for the next 5 years while she's through primary school, it will pay for her tuition throughout the whole of high school. That's what this business can do for anybody, is be able to live out your dreams, to give you freedom, flexibility, fun, and friendships. So if you've not said yes, I'm giving you permission to say yes right now, and sprint back to the person who invited you on this call, because they actually truly care about you. If they have shared this with you, they truly care about you and they want you to have the best life possible. So thank you so much for inviting me on tonight, guys. I hope that was insightful and eye-opening and inspirational at the same time. And I cannot wait to see some of you this weekend in London and celebrate everything that we have to offer as a beautiful community. So come and say hi to me, guys, and we'll toast to the good life with Juice Plus.
Oh, Kate, you're just amazing. You're such a big inspiration to all of us. And I just hope that you know, I'm sure that you do, but even, you know, people like myself who've been in the business for quite a while that, you know, you've probably never met or things like that, that we've just always looked up to you, and you've done so much for us, even over the years when we've listened to you or heard you at conventions. You've touched so many lives that you probably don't even realise, and we just adore you. So thank you so, so much. And I suppose just to finish up, have you got any top tips for anyone who's maybe just getting started, or what it takes to have a successful business with Juice Plus?
Oh, I love that question. So probably a few of my top tips would be is, number one, get on as much of the products as you can affordably can. Or if you can't, pick something that you can be excited about and share about. This is how I started my journey. Was I just wanted to kind of blog. I'm not going to post on social media. I hate that kind of even sentence, but I'm just going to blog. I'm going to blog about my day. I'm going to blog about what I'm doing. I'm going to blog about taking my product, what I'm doing as a workout, give some kind of little extra tips here and there. And I would just blog about, excuse me, my whole journey and my whole story around being healthier. And I'm not perfect. Like, I don't want to be perfect. I want to live a beautiful 80-20 lifestyle and have fun at the same time. So that's something that, that I talk about. So I blog about my journey, blog about my story. I create relationships with people. I start conversations. And even if I've not met that person on social media before, or even in person, it was Sunday and I took my dad and my little girl for a Sunday roast. It was beautiful. But being living in the States for 4 years, do you know how much I craved that every week? So as much as I can within reason, I go and have a Sunday roast. It's beautiful. Something that I'm very, very grateful for these days. And I got talking to the bar manager, one of the bar staff that were there, and he's like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I said, "Well, I've been working with Juice Plus for 11 years. I'm training to be a yoga or getting certified in yoga because I just absolutely love it. I just want to add value to other people." And I said, "I'm not looking to go and teach in studios. I just want to better my practice." And he was like, "What's Juice Plus?" I'm like, he lives in the same village as me in Bury, kind of where it all kind of exploded from 11 years ago. And he's never heard of it. I was like, what? So it just goes to show, like, getting in conversations with people, whether that's online or offline, is so important. And you can never say the wrong thing. You can never say the wrong thing coming from the right place. So your enthusiasm in your story, no one can ever say that your story is incorrect because it's your story. You don't have to do facts. You don't have to tell them how much is, what powder's in what, or what, all of these different scientific things. That's what the website is for, direct them to the website. All you need to do is share your story and what it's done for you. Stories sell, facts tell. Stories sell, facts tell. And that's you and your story, or other people's stories, is what's going to inspire people to take action and take the product. The other thing as well is is lock arms with the person who invited you into the business. I've been very, very close to John Holowati, who's my mentor. He's like my best friend. He's godparent to my little girl. It's his birthday today. And I gave him the best birthday present ever, because I actually signed up to the business on his birthday. So I said, dude, I don't need to give you a present. I am your present for life. So, we have a lot of fun, and he's just a great person. And the more that I lock arms with beautiful, soulful, driven, successful, positive people, what do you think that's going to do for you? Because proximity is so powerful, as Tony Robbins says. So lock arms with your mentor, with your upline, with these people who have walked the path you're about to walk on, and really pay attention and listen. I wish I kind of would have done that a little bit more in the beginning, because my ego got in the way a little bit. I was like, I'm not doing that. And then when John told me to listen to The Secret and do a vision board, I thought he was smoking trees. I'm not going to lie. I was like, affirmations, what's that? What's a vision board? And the average person doesn't know what that is. So it's such a beautiful gift to give people of that positive mindset, that inspiration, a different vision of what life can be like. It's so powerful, and yet we just think it's normal, and it's not. It's really not. Like, if I talk to the guys that own the pub down the road, they'd be like, vision board, what's that? Here's a pint, shut up. You know what I mean? So, it's giving them all the tools that you have, but without overwhelming them at the same time. So lock arms with the person who invited you, and listen, and be coachable, and be open. Biggest thing is be open. The third thing I would say is get to as many events as you can. I'm super blessed that I joined 11 years ago, where our community was built on events, in-person events, conferences. I had to fly to Europe to go to a convention. We have one on our doorstep in London this weekend. So if you have an opportunity to go and invite someone to come along to see this, to see the bigger picture, do it. I had to fly to Rome, and at the time I could not afford it. I was buying a house at the time. I was saving every penny I could. But my upline said to me, if you can get 30 orders, I will pay for your flight and your hotel. I'm like, done. I'm going to Rome. And I worked so hard that I managed to reach the next position, and I walked across the stage as a senior sales coordinator. And this little girl from Helmshaw, Rosendale, over this little village, was starting to make movements and waves, and it was kind of a little bit overwhelming at the same time. But I, going to Rome, built my business, because people came out going, oh, that looks so much fun. I want it, like, we're all as a team having fun, like taking pictures, we're out eating pizza and having wine, and we just had the best time ever. And if those who know what I'm talking about, the year after that we went to Nice, which was a game changer for our business. I think it took things to another level. But this is what you feel when you go to events. It's like the events is almost like fuel, and you're the car. We need fuel to make our car move. And these events and these meetings that we're having right now are your fuel. And it gives you sparkle, it gives you energy, it gives you insight and inspiration and motivation and everything else in between. It was just me, Paula, and John sat around a little table today drinking and toasting to Paula's been in the business for 10 years, me 11, and it's John's birthday. But what I got from that meeting, we shared some insights and ideas, and I walked away from it just feeling so grateful and so blessed, and I just floated home from our little get together, because that's what it does. These are the things that when we go to these events, it gives you something that you cannot get from anywhere else. It's like a magical superpower that fills you up. And then when you've done it the weekend, you're just left with all of this insight and inspiration and ideas that you can take moving forward. But the more that you do that, the more you'll get all of that, and the more that you will feel that energy and that excitement and that insight, and that will vibrate from you. You're going to start to pass that on to other people when they go, wow, what are you doing right now? Like, you're on this like different level. This like seems so exciting. That will vibrate off you, and people will be attracted to that. So the events certainly I've built my business, and from the events is that we start to build a community. And when we're doing selfies and posting pictures and stories, and now there's lives and reels, I'm like, oh my God, this did not exist when I started. But you embrace it, you have fun with it. You know, I'm not, you think I'm techie, but I'm really not sometimes. And I run with it, I go with it. When reels came out, I played with that a little bit. My first reel was like horrific, but you get better and better, and you get better and better about doing lives and stories, and, you know, creating stories by doing your posting. And when you're out and about and you're talking to people, like your story and that energy and that excitement, again, will just vibrate off you. So the more you do that, the more that you're going to give that out. So just fuel yourself up with events and keep going to them. That was the biggest thing that I've always done through my career, is either put on events myself. We have a monthly event here in Bury, and I attend events too, no matter what is it that I'm doing. Especially when I was living in America, it was really hard because all my business in the UK and Europe, really. So I'm having to fly back sometimes just to come to the events and feel that amazing energy and excitement. And now living back here, I'm like, wow, it's coming all around again. I think during lockdown and COVID, we was kind of confined in, you know, in our houses and on our phones and stuff like that. And now we're able to build such a different business because we're able to get together, we're able to feel that human connection, which is so powerful and beautiful, that people want that right now. They want that. They might be a bit scared of it at first, but they want that. So we have to showcase that with what we have to offer. So definitely build for events, attend events, and don't stop there. My last tip would be, and I've already covered it, it's so important to know what it is that you're working for. I mean, I've been up since 5:30 this morning. I'm not going to get to bed till probably 10. I'm like running on empty now, but I have a huge why. I have my house to buy. I have my car to buy. I'm going to put that little girl through private school. I have a big why, and I'm going to do it. But I see it up on my wall every single day, my vision board. If you do not have a vision, people perish. Why do you turn up to work every day? Why are you doing this business? What is it that extra £500 a month is going to do for you? What is it going to be able to do for your family, for yourself, for your future? Map that out, put that on paper, and put it up loud and proud so you can see it every single day. So you know exactly what you're working towards. How vision boards work is that we subconsciously see something and we subconsciously make decisions our subconscious choices and decisions in order to direct us to where we need to go in order to get to where we want to be. That is the power of a vision board. And if you've not read this beautiful book that is absolutely incredible, Manifest, I'm so passionate about manifestation. What we think, what we feel, what we put out there, what we vibrate out energetically all comes back to us. So if we're filling our minds with negativity, listening to negative things, etc., guess what's going to come back to us? All of that. So have a read of that. You'll understand it a little bit more instead of me going on about it. Yes, it's a great on audio as well. And also The Secret. That's a great audio. I listen to that when I'm out walking. I listen to affirmations, an affirmation on YouTube. So I'm constantly filling my brain with good things. I've had to, because of the type of relationship I was in for the last 5 years was very emotionally abusive. So I'm having to retrain my brain now to think differently about not only about myself, but about the world and people. And since stepping away from that, like my mind's just exploded, and I've been in such a more happier place and so much more excited about life versus to what I was before. But it all comes from how we think, how we act, and how we feel. And this is what's going to transmute onto our vision boards and for our vision for the future. And like I keep saying, Juice Plus is our vehicle. We have a future that we're driving towards. But if you don't know where you're driving to, you're going to get a bit lost, aren't you? So let's have a destination. What is your first goal? Is it to upgrade your kitchen? That's what my mum did. She thought, I'm going to upgrade my kitchen. And 5 years later, she's got it. You know, having that clear, consistent idea of what you're working towards. Is it going to be that you can give up your job? Is it going to be that it covers your grocery bills? It might not be something materialistic. It could be that you just get to spend more present time with your kids, or actually take them away on vacation. Or it could be that you can put that extra money aside for your retirement. Or it could be that you want to, you know, buy another property. You know, there's no limit to what you can achieve in this business, and I need you to hear that. There is no limitation to what you're able to achieve, not only in this business, but in life. And the moment that you start doubting yourself is the moment that you are taking away the very future that you deserve and dream of. So put a vision together, whether that's, I'll quickly show you so you have a bit of an idea. I just got some magazines, I cut out some stuff, and this is the vision board. You know, I've got my car on there, a house, and destination trip, and lake with her horses, and then the school that she's going to go to, and my yoga stuff, and my travel, and then I've got to put some more business stuff here, and material things, and I've got travel and experiences, and then lit for little lake, and what I want to create, and then what I want to build. So it's all on that. And I see that every time I walk past in my kitchen, and every time I walk past, I clock it for a minute, and I go, that's what I'm working towards. That's what we deserve. That's what we're going to have. And that's what we're going to make happen. And the moment that I have somebody say no to me, or they, you know, don't show up for that call, or they don't come to that event, or they say no to you, I look at that and go, okay, thank you, next. And I move on to the next person who says yes. But there's a lot of no's before you get some yeses for your business, guys. So don't give up at the first hurdle. I'm going to tell you something really, really raw, and please don't share it. My brother sponsored me into this business 11 years ago. He dropped out of the business. I became frontline to then John. He missed out on £4.5 million in that time. You could be one person away from changing your life and their life. Do not give up, ever, because you just never, ever know. And one of my favourite quotes was by two beautiful men, Sir Winston Churchill, and I get so emotional about it, is Alex Webb. And he said, every man and woman stumbles upon an opportunity, but sadly some of us will get up, dust ourselves off, and walk by like nothing's ever happened. Did you remember that, James? Don't let that be you. Yeah. Don't waste this opportunity, because life is so short, and we've got the most beautiful vehicle to take us on that life journey. So I hope that's been some insightful tips and tricks and everything else in between, and a little bit of emotion there. I can't help it. I'm like a bucket these days. It just pours out of me. So I'm full of gratitude, and yeah, can't wait to see all of you guys very soon.
I'm trying to hold it together here, but you just are amazing, Kate. You give me like goosebumps and emotion, and you're just so passionate about this business, and it shines through, and all of your years of knowledge that you've got to pass on to us is just amazing. And I must just say as well, we are so grateful to have you back in the UK and be able to attend all of our lovely events, which sounds really selfish, but we're so grateful you're back in the UK. I've got nothing else really to add to that. You know, Kate is incredible. She's been amazing. We just want to say thank you, because we know that you're super busy, and obviously you've had a really long day, so go and get some rest. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're so excited to see you at the convention on Saturday. And guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope you've enjoyed this call. We've been on a little bit longer than normal, but you know, it was our sort of roundup call that James has been arranging with all of our special guests building up to the convention, which I just have absolutely loved staying on longer, and I hope you guys have too. There's just been so much insight, so many top tips, and we've got a few days to go. If you are not booked on to get to the convention, you need to be. Do whatever it takes to get there. You will never get a feeling or an experience like it. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you all there. And if you're listening to the opportunity for the first time, you know, this is the best business and the best company to be a part of, and we hope to welcome you to our Juice Plus family. So good night, everybody. I'll let you go, and thanks once again to everybody who participated in another amazing call. Night, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you Saturday.
Take care.